Just look at this. Look at that amount of debuffs on the target. If you would have to take a guess which companion can constantly debuff your target with all these debuffs, what would it be? Most certainly it wouldn't be Panzerwolf Aphyla, which everyone loves so much, but it can only put viral on your target. It wouldn't be Diriga either, because it can only get you Archon stretch procs with the electricity, but so can do the pet I wanna tell you about. And even if you use Manifold Bond and pair it with Verglas or Hellstrom, it will not get you this amount of status effects, even if you add a Momentous Bond to the mix. Let me show you my guy in action and then we can talk about the build. Here we are in a quick survival run and just look at this. The companion instantly putting the work on. Look, everything constantly fully primed. And the higher your kill per second is, the higher the cooldown reduction for his abilities. Take a look here, everything fully primed, several status effects. And the more Eximus units you kill, the more status effects you will be able to put on with this one single ability hit. And the best part is that this ability is AoE and he has one more ability, this Shockwave, which is also, as you can see, AoE and also applies all the status effects. And also knocking down the enemies. Let's talk about the build, meanwhile you can watch the Hound in action. And that is a Hound you get from the Sisters of Parvos. And this is the build I'm using on it. Two most important mods on the build are obviously Vacuum and Primed Animal Instincts or Normal Animal Instincts. But for the priming part, the most important is Synergized Prospectus and Manifold Bond. Equilibrium Audit is the second priming ability of the pet, and for the melee loadouts I'm using Pack Leader, and if I'm using primary weapon or secondary weapon loadouts I'm using Reinforced Bond with Calculated Redirection. Momentous Bond is insane because whenever you kill an Eximus unit you add another element to all of that elemental mix you already have on your weapon. And speaking of the weapon, Batoten is the weapon of choice for the companion. As you can see, I'm using Corrosive with heat and radiation damage because I'm using Nourish on my Kullervo. So that gets me 5 elements without the Momentous Bond. Viral, Corrosive, Heat, Radiation and Electricity from the Synergized Prospectus mod. But since we're using Batoten, we also get Puncture and Impact effects, therefore that's why you have Shattering Impact on your build. And to top all of it, we have Lasting Stink to get the increase of the status duration, and Condition Overload and True Steel, which are two mod slots that are completely not needed and you can go completely without them. It will not change anything in my opinion. And as you can clearly see on the footage, the pet is just completely insane with the debuffs it leaves on the enemies constantly. And if you're not using Nourish, you can always change your Corrosive to Viral to compensate for the lack of Nourish. What makes it better than Panzer or any other Sentinel is the cooldown reduction from the Manifold Bond, paired with the 2 extra physical status effects you get from the Batoten. Everything around has like so many status effects, it looks like epidemic spread. Even Acolyte comes to get some. And look, he spawns with instantly all the debuffs you can possibly wish for if you play any Conditional Overload or Galvanize Aptitude mods. I highly doubt that any Panzerwolf Aphyla, Hellstrom or anything beats this one. To be fair, it's not even coming close. So, I hope you liked that one. And if you did, please like, comment, share and subscribe. See you on the next one.